By a show of hands, who here knows what the bar exam is? Well, for those of you who do not know, the bar exam is an examination all law school students must pass to become a licensed and practicing attorney in any jurisdiction. As many of you may know, the American Bar Association has decided, because of the coronavirus and the capacity limits on how many people can be in a room at once, to allow all law students who graduated in 2020 to become practicing attorneys without taking the difficult test we know as the bar exam. Through my research, my initiative is to prove that yes, while we have to follow all CDC guidelines throughout the pandemic, allowing law students to become practicing attorneys without sitting for the bar exam has caused graduates more harm than good, proving it to be a very lousy decision made by the American Bar Association and the state Supreme Courts. Throughout my speech, we will discuss the main counter-arguments to my refutation, personal stories of the many law students this has affected, and finally, the many struggles the law class of 2020 has endured due to the constant cancellation of bar exams. The most common argument or point of view that surfaces when this topic is discussed is those kids are lucky, at least they caught a break. Or seasoned attorneys state that they feel the 2020 class was coddled. Well, the recent law graduates have different thoughts about the postponed examination. For example, CNBC News interviews a recent law graduate by the name of Megan Kilmer, who states, once you get diploma privileges, you might have a black mark on your resume. She says, but at the same time, people don't recognize all the stress that we had to go through. I would love to take the bar. I just want this literal hell to end. In addition, we have another student who tells spokesman.com that she wants the pride and satisfaction of passing a test she spent years preparing for. But she's also concerned about her ability to progress as a lawyer because some in the field might not take her seriously if she hasn't passed the exam. In addition to the American Bar Association setting up these young, aspiring lawyers' legal reputation for failure, before actually suspending the test nationwide, the class of 2020 were given multiple bar exam dates that just ended in cancellation. For example, Kyle, a 2020 graduate who lives in Brooklyn but was planning to take the Florida bar exam, tells CNBC News that he booked an Airbnb in Florida for 18 days after learning that he would have to quarantine because he was an out-of-state test taker who was coming from New York. Kyle soon found out that the test would be rescheduled to a later date in August. He was only able to receive back a cleaning fee of $300 from the Airbnb, among all the other expenses it takes to even take the bar exam. Kyle estimated he spent about $4,000 preparing for the exam in total. To conclude, my purpose was to provide you with the necessary information to put the argument that just because the law school students of 2020 did not have to sit for the bar exam does not mean that they were coddled or had it easy. We discussed the students' fear of a tarnished reputation for not taking the exam. We talked about how their future employers feel as if they have been coddled. And last but not least, we heard Kyle's personal story of the financial toll in taking the bar exam has placed on him. Not taking the bar exam has placed on him. It is my sincere hope that through my findings you have all learned more about the struggles of the law class of 2020 and the trying times that still lay before them as they one day will still have to sit for the bar exam. Thank you.